PhD. One day you will write books. One day commercials. One day the impossible, you will laugh at the impossible. You will look at the impossible and go, what was I thinking?
Spoiler alert, friends. Thank you guys for joining me in another episode of Let's Talk About It. So this week we got MF Ghost, Blue Lock, and you know it, Solo Leveling. All right, so I'm going to start with MF Ghost because this was pretty quick, right? He hurt his arm. One of the best racers in the world hurt his arm doing none other than superhero saving people who, I mean, granted, she needed to be saved, obviously, but it's like why? Why was she being so dramatic to the point where she almost passes out? Well, no, she passes out, falls in front of a train, and then my man has to jump down there and save her. It's like, girl. And then it was all over a misunderstanding. It's like she just blows up and then ends up in this situation where now he's got a hurt wrist. He's not going to be able to do what he knows he can do. And it's just like, come on. It's like, really? Girl, it's the drama. So I'm curious to see what happens in this next race, if he's able to perform at the same level or like what happens, because this is a final episode of this season. So it's like, okay, obviously they're going to leave us on a cliffhanger, but I'm just curious to see how much he either is hindered by it or if it doesn't do much at all. And then he can be like, I even hurt my wrist and I did it on y'all. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what happens with that. The next thing, Blue Lock, baby. Everybody is getting into the flow, and I love it. It's like it's becoming the most epic game in soccer history, and I am loving it. It is like a dog-eat-dog world out there in the Blue Lock zone, and the U20 team is just like on the fence. And none other than the king of the field comes out. Yo, when he scored that goal, took his shirt off, yelling, I got so hype at home. Like, guys, I have to keep it down at night when like family is asleep and doing things, so I can't really get into it, but I wanted to get into it. Man, it was so good. Like, just the level of soccer that they're playing is just on another level, and I love watching it. And I love seeing everybody, even the opponents, awaken and become like the best they can be. It's like, and I am waiting on Isagi. When he opens up, night, baby, it's about to get live. Oh my gosh. Again, this season's about to be done. You can tell they, at least the subbed episodes are slowing down. So now the dubbed is kind of catching up. So I imagine the end is coming soon. But man, it's such a good show. And again, like, who knows what's going to happen at the end of it. Like Ego has mentioned, there's a chance that the whole Blue Lock system gets shut down because the Japanese government doesn't want it around because they want Japanese soccer to be whatever they want. But he's like, his whole goal has been fulfilled. He's shown that you can create amazing strikers in this environment, and we'll see what happens. But goodness gracious, I'm ready to see everybody awaken. Reen, man, it is going to be so good. And now for the finale, baby. Solo Leveling. When he had my guy, okay, so first of all, the A-rank dude who's like heated that these people are at the campfire with their blankets and their jackets, laughing, having fun. I about died at how angry he was, because he's like, here I am. I've been dealing with this situation. I'm almost dead. All my team is dead. And then these people who I said, this is the funniest part about it is, he banished them to death. He was like, you guys go this way. We're going to go this way. You guys are probably going to die. Whatever. I don't care. I'm going to take my team and we're going to live. And then the exact opposite happens. His entire team gets destroyed and he's the last survivor. And then they're over there on the other side enjoying cups of coffee or cups of hot cocoa. I bet, you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh my gosh. So then he comes over mad, and then it was like that classic scene where when you get Wait, what was it? Oh my gosh. It was a funny thing that I saw a while back, but it's like when you get hit and then you're like, who just hit me? Like you think like 20 people just punched you in the face when it was really just the one dude who tossed you. So he gets up, he gets thrown across the snow, wakes up, then he comes over and he's like, okay, who just hit me? How in the world did that just happen? And then now you got all these elves who have been hiding their presence, and then they pop up and they're like, okay, let's have the battle. And man, they start throwing hands. Like, I love a good sword scene when they got the ding, 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 you know what I mean? I love seeing it. And so they're having that battle, and his necromancer ability is so tight that he can, whatever his minions destroy, he can resurrect if his level is higher than them. And man, it is so cool when he does that, because he brought dude back to life. Well, not back to life, but back as one of his soldiers, and then he starts going ballistic. He's like a berserker type, like battle force, and they started doing work. I'm curious to see what happens, because now there are multiple high-ranking people within the show who are now recognizing that, hey, this E-rank dude is coming out of these dungeons that no one should be able to make it out of, and he's like unscathed. So it's like, obviously he has something going on, and something is happening but that we can't detect. So it's just such an interesting show, because I love the aspect of being able to level up in a system in which you're not supposed to be able to level up. And then him actually putting in the work to do that. Man, guys, if you haven't seen it, if you have not seen Solo Leveling, go check it out. Obviously, all the shows I'm telling you about, for the most part, are pretty dope. But that one and Blue Lock are definitely like some of my favorites. Man, oh man, next week, I will let you guys know what happens. And I got some surprises coming, so stay tuned. I'm not sure when we're going to be able to release them, but I got some surprises coming. I'm curious to see what you guys think. If you guys have comments, thoughts, anything, put them in the comments, guys. That's what we're here for. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.